We've all been there. You've just given a fantastic presentation and then you've thrown the floor open to questions. And somebody gets up and asks a really, really tricky question. Well, there's no God-given law that says you actually have to answer the question. But the key thing is to give credibility to the questioner. The way you do that is by pausing before you answer. A pause does three things. One, it gives credibility to the question, and that makes them feel good. And audiences that feel good about themselves will often feel better about you, even if they're initially hostile. Secondly, it gives great credibility to what it is you eventually say, because it looks like you've thought about it. And thirdly, of course, it does give you a bit of time to think what the answer should be. But back to how you answer it. If somebody, for example, in an audience asks you a question about redundancies, but you're in a very tricky position at that time because you haven't done the consultation or whatever, then you need to come up with a form of words such as, we will always have the right workforce for our business, both in numbers of people and quality and the kinds of jobs they do at any one time, and that will flex. There will be times when we'll expand, there will be times when we'll contract. I hope you will understand that this is a difficult time for me to be saying anything very positive. If you're able to, you should say, I hope to be able to tell you by such and such a date, and I'll tell you then. There was a great general in the First Gulf War, Norman Schwarzkopf, who was asked at a press conference if he could elucidate on something he'd just said, and he just said, no sir, I won't. And when the journalist said to him, why won't you answer that? He said, because I don't want to. And that was the end of the press conference. So sometimes it's perfectly all right to say, you know what, I'd love to be able to give you a fuller answer, but at the moment I can't. And when I can, I will.